Hello students, today we are going to study interconversion states of matter. Clear children? Interconversion state of matter. It means how the state of matter change from one phase to another. So children, before knowing that, we must know about the arrangement of the particles in solid, liquid and gaseous state. Clear? See, solid. It is a type of matter in which the particles are very closely packed. So when these particles are closely packed, it has very little space between the particles. Clear? So being a very little space, the kinetic energy of the particles will increase. So it has a less kinetic energy, children. Being particles very close, more force of attraction exists between the particles. Easy, children? Now, in liquid state. In liquid state, there is a more space as compared to the solid. So, the particles can easily move from one place to another place. So, being more space, it has a high kinetic energy. And being a high kinetic energy and more space, it has a less force of attraction between the particles. So children, one thing you should keep in your mind, the space of the particles. See children, the space of the particles is inversely proportional to the force of attraction, children. Please note it down. The space between the particles is inversely proportional to the force of attraction. It means when the space between the particles is small, less force of attraction exists, and when more force of attraction exists, there is a less space between the particles. Now in gaseous state is that type of matter in which there are more space between the particles and in which the particles can easily or randomly move from one place to another place in all directions. So being of more space, it has a very less force of attraction. Clear children? So now let's start how a state of matter can change from one phase to another phase. So let us take an example. Children, you have seen that when ice gets heated, it gets converted into the water. On further heated, water gets into the vapor gas. So we can observe that a changing is taking place from ice to water or water to gas. Clear children? So we can define the change of state, the change of substance from one physical state to another. Underline this point children. The change of substance from one physical state to another is called its change of state. Easy children? Now we are going to study each of them in greater detail. Clear children? So let us perform a very simple experiment, children. If you take a number of ice cubes in your hand during summertime, when you are feeling very hot and you want to use these ice cubes to feel cool, so what do you see? Suppose this is ice. Clear? You will find that after a while these ice cubes melt and becomes water. Clear? So a change of state is taking place from ice to water. So now let us find out how it is taking place. When this ice is getting heat energy. See, clear? When this ice is getting heat energy, as a result, the temperature of ice increases. Due to this, the kinetic energy of the particles increases, because when ice is getting heat energy, this heat energy breaks the force of attraction exists between the particles. Clear? So the kinetic energy of the When it breaks the force of attraction between the particles, it makes space. So, when it makes space, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. Clear? So, when kinetic energy of the particles increases, the velocity of the particles increases. And when the velocity of the particles increases, the speed of the particles increases. And interparticle space of this ice increase. Clear? And I've already told you, when the space of the particle increases, less force of attraction exists. So interparticles attractive force decreases, and finally, as a result, ice convert into water. Easy, children? And now we can define the melting point. How did ice melt and convert into the water? The fixed temperature, or the temperature at which substance will melt, that is known as melting point. Clear, children? Please note it down. Now second, we are going to study, this is water, and when it kept in freeze, it gets converted into the solid state. Clear, children? So now we consider the reverse. What happens when you kept water in the freezer? Clear, children? When you kept water in a freezer, after a while you took out in the ice tray and you would find that water had converted into the ice. Let us see how this conversion is taking place. Clear? When water is kept in freezer, this water is giving or releasing out heat energy. Clear? As a result, the temperature decreases, and when the temperature decreases, the kinetic energy of the particles of water decreases. And when the kinetic energy of the particles decreases, the speed of the particles decreases. It means the particles move very slowly, and interparticle space of water decreases. And I've told you, space is inversely proportional to the force of attraction. So when the space of the particles decreases, more force of attraction exists between the particles, and as a result, water converted into the ice. Clear, children? And the process in which water is converted into the ice is known as freezing. Now let us see, children, the third is when water is being heated. Clear? When water is being heated, it is getting energy or absorbing energy, heat energy. As a result, the kinetic energy, as a result, the temperature will increase. Clear? And as the temperature will increase, the kinetic energy of the particles of water increases. Clear? And as the kinetic energy of the particles increases, the speed of the particles also increases, and interparticle space of water increases. So when space increases, force of attraction decreases, and finally water gets converted into steam. Is easy, children? So now we can define the term, the process in which water get into the steam, that is known as boiling. Now we can define the fixed temperature at which a liquid changes into gas at atmospheric pressure or normal pressure is known as boiling point of liquid. Children, suppose this is water. Clear? And its maximum temperature is, suppose, of 50 degrees Celsius. Clear? When we start giving heat, the temperature starts rising. Clear? Suppose this is in liquid state. So when we start giving heat, the temperature starts rising. The temperature rises and the particles of the in liquid state move faster, and as a result there is a collision between the particles. So, and the temperature is rising continuously. At the stage will come when it becomes 100 degrees Celsius. When the temperature becomes 100 degrees Celsius, these states starts converting to the vapor state. Now only this temperature makes the liquid into the gaseous state. Clear, children? So this temperature is known as boiling point. So we can define the fixed temperature at which a liquid changes into gas at atmospheric pressure is known as boiling. Water always gets converted into the gaseous state only at 100 degree Celsius. From above it also gets converted into gases, but this is the minimum temperature of the water. So we can say that only at 100 degrees Celsius water starts boil. Clear? Now fourth is we are going to study how gaseous state convert into the liquid state. Children, you must have noticed that when gas is releasing from a vessel, suppose this is gas is releasing from a vessel, cover it, children. For a while, after some time you will observe that when you open this vessel, you will see that these gaseous molecule will deposit into the form of liquid state. Let us see how this occurs. When in the gaseous state, the particles is very far away from each other. Clear? So when these particles are going to collide on that covering part, the kinetic energy of the particles vapor decreases. Clear? The kinetic energy of the particles decreases because we have already closed. And when the kinetic energy of the particles of vapor decreases, the speed of the particles decreases because the velocity of the particle starts decreasing because it cannot move in all directions when it covering. And the interparticle space of vapor decreases. And let us see, children, when the space of the particles decreases, more force of attraction increases. And when force of attraction increases, finally the gas converts into the liquid. Clear, children? This is the main point, how the gaseous state convert into the liquid state. And the process in which the gaseous state convert into a liquid, that is known as condensation. So we can define that the fixed temperature at which condensation of a gas occurs at atmospheric pressure, that is known as condensation. Easy, children? And we have completed how the state of matter change from one phase to another phase. In the next video, we will read about the latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization.